Friends, welcome in the online classes. This is Avinash. Today we will discuss the another properties. The next property, reproduction. Reproduction. We all know that reproduction is the essential and the main characteristic or main property of the living organism. And we also know that all the organisms from unicellular to multicellular, all the organisms from unicellular to multicellular organisms reproduce in their life, but whether the mode of reproduction is different. First of all, try to understand what is the meaning of the reproduction. Now here, this word is consisted of the two words. Reproduction means produce new one similar to its new one produced to similar to its, yes, similar to him or her. Okay, now so reproduction means produce new young ones, production of young ones which is similar or dissimilar. It may be similar or dissimilar. Now this is the first of reproduction. Okay, now reproduction is classified into the majorly into the two categories: asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Asexual, what is the meaning of asexual? Asexual means without sex. You can't identify the sex in the organism. Without sex means you can't identify this is the male or female. This is the asexual reproduction. And sexual means sexes are present. Sex meaning sex are present. Different sex are present, like that, male and female. If the male and female are present, that means you can say that this is the sexual reproduction. And the main difference between both the gametes production, male, if the male and female involved in the production of the young one, production of the new one. Okay, when male and female are involved in the production of the new one is called the sexual reproduction. When male and female but a single parent involved in the production of the reproduction is called the asexual reproduction. Okay, done. Mainly unicellular organisms show asexual reproduction, and multicellular organism show sexual reproduction. We will discuss later in the later videos detail about the sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Now, but here we discuss about the property of the reproduction. Reproduction is the exclusive property of the living organism or not. Okay, now if you see some fungi, fungi reproduce and spread, multiply by the asexual means spores, and spores are the asexual in nature, asexually produced. Okay, fungi multiply, reproduce and spread through the asexual reproduction and by the spore, asexual structure by the spore. And then next one is the number of the fungi and the filamentous algae. Number of the fungi, filamentous algae, filamentous number of the fungi, filamentous algae Filamentous algae means like that the example Oidogonium, Eulotherix, Spirogyra, etc. Number of the algae, multicellular algae like that. It's look like filaments like that. This is the one fragment. Now this is the filament algae. This is the filament algae. Filament algae like that. Okay. Now fungi, filamentous algae, protonema of moss and protonema of mosses means bryophytes. Mosses means bryophytes. Okay, protonema means the primary structure of the mosses means bryophytes. Okay, bryophytes. All are reproduced by the fragmentation. Multiply by the fragmentation. Okay, all are reproduce or multiply or multiply by fragmentation. Fragmentation means when if we take a stick and we cut here, now number of fragments here, these are the fragments, and in these organisms these fragments have the potential to regenerate the new young ones. This is called the fragmentation. Fragmentation is also the mode of reproduction, but it include in the asexual reproduction. Again, this is also included in the asexual reproduction. One most important organism, the name is planaria, not protonema, planaria. It is also called flatworm. It also show fragmentation and fragmentation, and each fragment reproduce, regenerate. Now new young ones, that means the planaria have the potential or true potential by which its fragment regenerate and produce the new young ones. Okay, so this is the main specific characteristic feature of the planaria show the true regeneration. Okay, this is the most important question. Now planaria show which organism show the true regeneration. So who show the true planaria show the true regeneration. So students, remember this, planaria show the true regeneration. And now what we have completed? Now filament fungi also reproduce by the spores, multiply by the spores, spread by the spores. And in another point we discuss fungi, filamentous algae and the protonema of the mosses, which is called the bryophytes. Okay, reproduce or multiply by the fragmentation. Like that, fragmentation means the fragment, small pieces are called the fragments. Okay, now these fragments have the potential to regenerate new young ones, is called the fragmentation. Now fragmentation is the method of the asexual reproduction. Okay, now in planaria, another organism, planaria, which is also called the flatworm. Okay, now this flatworm again it divide into the small pieces, and each piece regenerate and produce the young ones, new organism. Okay, now and it show the true regeneration. Planaria is the organism which show the true regeneration. Now some of the another organisms like amoeba, the most famous yeast, also reproduce by asexual mode of reproduction, by asexual Mode means type of reproduction, specifically by budding. Yeast reproduced by budding. Yeast reproduced by budding, and amoeba reproduced by binary fission. Binary fission. Okay. And bacteria also reproduce by binary fission. In a unicellular organism, one more thing, in unicellular organisms, cell division is the mode of reproduction, multiplication, growth. Okay, synonym, number of organisms. Cell division, mainly cell division, reproduce by cell division, multiply by cell division, and growth by cell division. Okay, now so what we concluded in all the discussion, unicellular organisms like bacteria, amoeba, and other unicellular algae, all reproduce by similar mode of reproduction. Okay, now similar mode of reproduction. By the discussion of whole the topic, you will think about reproduction is the exclusive character of the living organism, but there is some exceptions. Now discuss here, like infertile, or it is also called sterile bee, sterile worker bee. Okay, sterile worker. Okay, worker bees, sterile worker bees. Mule, which is also called in Hindi khachar. Okay, mule. And infertile human couple who have no the potential to reproduce young ones. So human couple have no potential, have no capacity, have no ability to reproduce. Okay, to reproduce, but still they all are living. They all are living. Now after this exception, this is the exception. This exception shows that those organisms which are not able to reproduce, they are still alive, they are also living, they are also considered as a living. So the whole discussion and the proper exceptions, discuss about the proper exceptions and the another organisms, we conclude here that reproduction is not okay, reproduction is not exclusive character of living. Now so move on the next character, second one, metabolism. What is the meaning of metabolism? Discuss in this now. Discuss about the metabolism in the next video.